Hey, welcome. That was weird. I'm not gonna do that again. Welcome back. We are back with another episode 53 for some people. 53 of Power Word Fail. 55 for me, maybe. I don't know. Part twos are messing me up. I guess I don't know. But anyway, we are on episode 53. Onward from Ortemal, part 2. 53. Oh, we gotta do the thing. 53. Or people could just read it as 53. Yeah. 8. People could just read it as 8. Anyway, 53. How many times can we say 53 in one episode? We get a little counter. Just wait one more week and all this legendary editing I promised you guys will never come. You promised us chocolate. There was no chocolate. Anyway, we're back. Still doing the live show. They're still live. Check them out every other Sunday. I think they're coming up. It is the 24th and they should be live this Sunday. Hopefully I'm caught up. Yeah, hopefully I'm caught up. And we will watch them live. I can't wait. Anyway, we pick up at camp. They talk about what to do next, their next moves, more about killing Ravenel. Everybody wants to kill Ravenel. Even the brother of Ravenel wants to kill Ravenel. Evil Ravenel. Tarsenian, I think that's his name. Tarsenian. Yeah, Tarsenian. That sounds right. Could be wrong, though. Anyway, the group includes everyone in their activities. Oh, okay. So they I wrote these way early this morning. The first thing I did was listen to the episode. So the group includes Atreus and real Ravenel about their lives. They have a pet dragon. They release Pharaoh. People have been dying. They just kind of lay it all out on the table this time. They don't want the same thing they had with Navarra and somebody else. Oh yeah, fake Ravenel. The Atreides and real Ravenel meet Spunkle. Pickles calls Atreides his granddad, and I'm just here for Pickles getting a father figure type thing. So I love this. Every interaction with the Atreides is just like my heart. I love this. This is wholesome material. I need more. And then the Atreides is just like, yes, he is my grandson. And I'm just like, yo. Anyway, I love adoptive father figures like The Last of Us, Mandalorian, The Bad Batch. You put somebody who needs to be taken care of and give them a father figure, boom, I'm hooked all the time. They show Pokey to Ravenel, and he just was like, why do you have that? Destroy it, take it, throw it in a volcano. I don't care. You should not have that here. They warn their new friends that if you hang around, you might die. Our success rate of survival has been less than 50%. So do with that as you will. Ravenel claims that he has already died 7 times. Last time being with a waterfall? Something like that. Yeah. They start to leave camp and they see the frog guy and they say bye to him. And, he's taking care of the frogs, doing his thing. They come up to a fork in the road and plan on how to proceed forward. They carry on with the cart that slows them down a bit because the road is kind of bad and just I don't know, rocky, all those distractions that make you move at a slower pace. They come across a village. They go around it, they kind of just go on the outskirts of it because they don't want to interact. They're still in a foreign country and still wanted, and people from Mornstead aren't allowed. they make camp on the outskirts, on the other side of the village, and on the outskirts. And I think that's just close enough, because Cody was like, nobody said that we made camp here. Cody was just like, I think you make camp on the outskirts of this village. And I was like, look at Cody trying to keep them close to this village. I mean, I don't know. That's where I felt like there's something going on in this village, and I don't need you guys leaving the village yet. Ferric and Ambrose go on patrol together. They kind of, go off. Well, Ambrose goes on patrol, and Ferric's like, I'm going to go with him. Ferric wants to talk about their new friends. He's uneasy about them. Of course, fake Ravenau killed some people. So it's very understanding that he does not trust them at all. Ambrose kind of feels the same, but he's like, I think Atreides is at least a good dude. And if he's with Ravenau, I think, they're eccentric, but I don't think they mean us any immediate ill will. So Ferric, he I don't know if he lightens up about them, but he just kind of expressed his worry. The complaint about this episode, and it seems to be like a thing for the homebrew right now. I don't know. We've been having this problem with Retrograde. The music was a little loud for Austin talking. I don't know if it was just his Ferric voice, or the music was loud, because I could hear everybody else just fine. But every time Ferric talked, and it wasn't like he was low, I just couldn't hear him. So maybe it's the voice that he does for Ferric. He has a brother named Varric. Maybe it's the voice that he does for Ferric, and he can't do maybe loud. I don't know. I don't know, but it was really hard to hear him talking, and I had on headphones, noise canceling headphones, and I could barely hear him. He was like slightly above the music. And again, it's not like the music was loud. I could hear everybody else, but it was just something about Austin. Because I know Terrell, that was a problem with him. His mic was like, he was shouting down a hallway, but it was just like, Austin was there, and I'm rambling here, but Austin was there, and the music was just, I don't know. We're not gonna spend too much time on this. I don't want to spend too much time on a bad thing. But it was just really hard to hear him. Next thing is, see, I say something bad and I get distracted because I get worried. Oh, let me scroll up. The Ferric talks his friend. Uneasy. Yeah, so Ferric is talking. I can't really hear him. The Dark Matron, Ambrose says the Dark Matron really killed his family. That is, I don't remember what episode, like that was all speculations. Because I remember the Isaac Boussaint was like, his mom and dad was gone. I don't remember he specifically said the Dark Matron killed him. And if so, why was Isaac working with them? God, and apparently Isaac's going to wake up in a week. It's predicted that he's going to wake up in a week. So I don't know how that's, with his soul being gone, that's going to work. Got me. But I think there's just more to that story. I don't think the Dark Matron killed his family. Maybe they have him. Maybe the Dark Matron has his family hostage. And it's like, if you do what I want you to do, your life for your family's life. I don't know how the Dark Matron would have got to the Boussaint family. Maybe she was working with somebody else. But I think there's more to that story. And I'm really wondering if there's going to be... And watch how I predict all this, and then Ian's going to be like, oh no, this has been confirmed, like 100%, you just missed it. But anyway, I think like the Dark Matron's going to come to Ambrose the same way she did his father. In my predictions, this isn't confirmed, this is all theory. Dark Matron's going to come to Ambrose and show him like visions of his family and be like, I got your family. You get me a body, soul transfer, and I'll let them go and I'll let them live, type thing. because I don't think there was ever like a funeral for them. I don't think there was any bodies found. I don't think it was anything like that. It was just kind of like hearsay. So I'm waiting for that to come back. Ferric, after they finish talking, Ferric gives the ring to Ambrose. And he says, hey, you want to do better? You want to make things right in the world? And I'm paraphrasing. He you want to do better? You want to have, like, start making improvements? You want to, get your life together? You can start here. And he gives him the ring of, with Miraz in it. And Ferric heads back to camp, and Ambrose puts on that ring. He puts on that ring. And I was gonna be like, well, actually, he didn't attune to the ring, so, he can't talk to Ambrose yet. But no, don't. So he puts on the ring, and he starts talking to Miraz. He's just like, hey, Miraz. And Miraz is excited. He last thing he knows is he loves Ambrose. So he's talking to Ambrose, and Ambrose freaking apologizes. The man who's never wrong says, I'm sorry. Yo, I was a little choked up at work. I was a little choked up at work. I was like, yo, growth is important. This character development is there, and I'm appreciating it. But I was real surprised by that. I was like, okay, he's talking to Ambrose, and then he makes a promise to get his body back. We might get Warforged Miraz just yet. I don't know why I don't call him Eugene, but I'm very much like, you introduced me as whoever. That's what I'm gonna call you. That's like respect in my head. But anyway, yeah, he's like, we're gonna find a way to get you your body back. Warforged Miraz. I've said it since the beginning of time. I've said it. Give that man a cannon on his arm. Give him Warforged Miraz. Make it happen. Full Metal Miraz. God, I gotta get Faye to draw me something now. Yeah, so that's a thing. They have a little sweet talk, and they make amends, and Ambrose moves on. He goes back to camp. Back at camp, Atreides tries to break the tension of the group. Atreides decides, hey, Atreides tells everyone, let's tell stories and, just try to, like, tell stories about our lives. Let's tell memories or something. Basically, Thanksgiving dinner appreciation. What are you thankful for? But anyway, so Atreides starts. He tells a story about when he was a kid. I'm not gonna go into details about like everything, but he goes on about like how he. I don't know. We're not gonna go into details because I am really rocky there. Watch how that's going to be like the most important thing to figure out who he is and what he's doing and all this stuff. And I'm just glossing over it. Anyway, Ravenoff awkwardly goes next and tells the story of his brother and him from the military. Adalia goes next and she tells the story of her sister and their tattoos. And if you want to know details about the story, make sure you tune in to Power Word Fell weekly. Well, hold on. Pitch gone. Power Word Fell live every other Sunday. Audio episodes available every Tuesday at 4 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central. Anyway, this ad is now over. But anyway, Pickles goes next. And she tells the story of her family. They were all together. They were all going on this vacation trip. And You know, I started this. I was like, I'm not gonna go into detail, and then they got to Pickles, and I was like, I'm not gonna go into, because I started like writing down too much detail about Pickles' backstory, because I was like, yes, Pickles lore, and I was like, nope, not gonna show favoritism, and then some. So anyway, they started like going into back. Pickles started telling her story. I'm so excited for this. I am so excited. Like Pickles started telling her backstory, and she's like, her and her, I forget what they were doing, but her and her brothers and her dads were going like camping up this mountain or something, and her brothers was there, and she had her favorite brother Rocky or something, and he would carry her and whatever, blah blah blah. And they get to the top of the mountain, and then all of a sudden, I was about to say Carlos, Cody takes over. Both their names start with a C. Cody takes over, and he's like, these memories. Like apparently she has memories of Eric the Terrible somehow in her mind, and she's like, this catastrophe happened. The great cataclysm happened, and I don't know. It was like, I gotta go back and listen to it when, you know, but this big catastrophe happened back when, with the floating city and all this stuff, and Eric the Terrible was there, and I like, I don't know. It was anyway, she snaps out of it. And at first we're like, did Pickles just remember that? Or was she saying that? She said the whole thing. And she told everybody about this. And everybody's just like, what? Rip? Wait. And then Ferric's like, wait a minute. We heard this story before. This is the story of Eric the Terrible. When what happened here. So Ambrose starts trying to piece this together. And he's just like, hey, wait. No, yeah. Wait, we've heard this part. Like, what if, you know? And so I'm not going to go through all the theories that Ambrose has had or everybody else has had. But one of the theories was like, what if, like, when Christopher transferred life to her, it was such like so much power or something. My theory, we know that Wait. Now, I could be completely wrong in this lore. Adalia is a Crystalborn. Adalia is a Crystalborn, and Crystalborns are born from like great destruction or magic or something. We find out that Christopher is a Crystalborn. How was he born? How was Christopher born? How old was Christopher? What if Christopher was born from this great cataclysm? I'm just going to keep calling it cataclysm. Great catastrophe that Eric the Terrible. How long do Crystalborns live for? Oh my God. So anyway, they're trying to link Christopher, Eric the Terrible, and Pickles all together. I think that my theory is that Christopher was born from this great cataclysm, and he was a lot older than what he was letting on, or maybe he lost his memory somewhere in there. Or maybe that's how the Crystalborn race was born. Anyway. Ambrose tries to figure out what was unique about the Crystalborn race and why, you know, she has this memory. Ferric tries to move on. He's just like, hey, we're not going to figure this overnight. We're not going to figure this out overnight. So let's, like, you know, enjoy the moment. This turns into a mystery of what's going on. And there's so much lore. There's so much, like, guessing, predictions, and all that. Ambrose goes... And they decide to go back to the stories, and Ambrose goes next, and he tells the story about his father making him dissect a creature that he wanted to just look at or something. they this transition have got me so worked up, and I was just like, oh! And then we go back to these stories, and I'm just like, but the thing, come on, I'm with Ambrose here. Let's figure this out right now. Ferric goes next, and he tells the story of a person named Quill who sounds like a pirate. That I don't know if he was in love with her or like I said, I was focused on other things at this point. But he tells a story of Quill, and I think she was a pirate. She would go off to sea, and she would come back. Then, just ask Ferric. And I bet you, Austin, either this is in his backstory or he made this up off the cuff. But he has something from her. And after after Ferric finishes his story, that's where we end. Okay. This episode was chock packed with theories and lore. I loved it so much. Good job, Nathan. He had a good fun way of breaking the tension of getting new characters involved. Love that. Good job. Great role play. Cody, amazing job. I wonder if you worked with Andy on that, or did you just tell her to start this and go that? Did you read her backstory? I mean, of course you read her backstory, but how was this set up? I love the DM thing of hey, let's work together on this and make it awesome. So that was awesome. I loved it. Miraz having this heartfelt moment with oh God, Ambrose. I'm getting too excited. I need to calm down. Bring it down a level. Miraz and I was about to say Miraz and Eugene. Miraz and Ambrose having this heartfelt moment. God. And then just all the stories. You could tell that they you could just feel the passion. It's soothing. Only problem I had was with Ferric's audio. Regardless, 10 out of 10. 10 hit dice out of 10 hit dice. 10 out of 10. I was gonna do some animation, and finding a 3D model of a D10 is so hard. Something that I can use put in, but find D6s and D20s all day, but a D10, oh man. Anyway, this episode was amazing. I loved it. It gave me some feelings that Power Word Fail gave me. I love this episode. I was at work soothing with energy. God, this was such a great episode. I loved it. Again, that's that for that. Don't forget that we are going to do a giveaway when we catch up, and that's going to be probably Friday. But when we catch up to where they are live and we can do these episodes weekly, we are going to do a giveaway. And I had something else to tell you guys, but I cannot remember. I got too worked up for this. But check out the Homebrew. It is a fun ride. I am enjoying it so far. There was a portion where I kind of fell off a little bit there, but I looking at this because I watch One Piece. Obviously, everybody says One Piece has its boring things. You can't expect your favorite show thinking of a soap opera my mom watched. I can't even think of that soap opera. But you can't expect every season to be a hit. Some seasons are just not as good as the last season. But every arc in One Piece isn't going to be amazing. but the success rate is what we're talking about. And the success rate for Power Word Fail is outstanding. All right, I think I've rambled enough and bragged on this show and bragged on the players enough. Everybody did a good job. I love it. I love it. Anyway, you are loved, you matter, and you are important. Never forget that. You guys have a great day, great night. Thank you for tuning in to Miles TV. All right, bye.